The Bearcats will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Louisville Cardinals offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They want to throw it. Release to the back. On target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cardinals are marching down the field. They'll run it with the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
PAT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that game Wins like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. You used to play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't. It was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarter...
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This is a 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner is brought down at the 47, and your Louisville Cardinals will take over.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw in this drive.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Still running at the 40. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Connection to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Cardinals in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. A quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Karapateas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Yeah, why you sound so muffled?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
I can now. What? What's up?
A lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
What do you got going on?
In this game, but it's got to be one drive.
Bro, call me back when you actually.
But I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the
yes.
line. On second down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room.
So what?
That screen passes, it just never developed.
Why didn't you just charge mine?
See this offense find different ways to get this running back the ball.
You asked?
It's going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places. You can throw him the football. But the screen
I can't call and say I can't do nothing about it.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Open.
Do you need a car?
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Do you need a car?
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away.
Why do you need a car? Okay, but so what do you want me to do?
Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Okay.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt
Well,
return.
what do you mean? Nothing happened. You thought you had enough to hold it on your card, and you didn't. So.
This has been exactly the way.
But I understand why they won't let you charge it on mine. That's a car. Like it's kind of a big deal.
What they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Okay, babe. Okay. But you can't do nothing about it right now. So.
A strong tackle
So now what?
from the junior. The marker is at
You can't do nothing about that right now. So now what?
There to convert third down. The wide receiver shows motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end.
I think the defense just lost track.
Why
of
wouldn't
where
you be able to
the
get
tight
it
end
over
was. He
there?
was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear out routes, so the offense will take it, and they keep the drive alive.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. The inside handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try to get it to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, going up top. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Lofts one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Bearcats are in the red zone.
Good enough for a 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cincinnati, 24.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to get the edge on the right. Powers through the defender. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.